spawning over at our at base spawn. Dude, you're supposed to, I told you, spawn at C, man.
I know. I meant to spawn at you, but when I started the recording, it just got kind of blah blah blah. So yeah, today the topic of today's video is Call of Duty versus Battlefield. Yep. As you can see, we're playing Battlefield right now, so I like Battlefield more because it's just more strategic, and I think it's more realistic.
Loosely. But yeah, and I've played Call of Duty longer than I have Battlefield because I've started playing the Battlefield 4 about a week ago. I get it that this game came out in 2013, but honestly, I couldn't care less.
So, what are your thoughts on the game after playing it for?
It is pretty fun, right? I'm gonna be honest. Like, a few complaints I just have with this game. I know that this is only because it's a game from 2013, but the fact that you have paid DLC is a little bit but even though I just have the base game, like, I still like the a lot.
Yeah.
Like,
and
it's pretty fun. There's some things that I disagree with here and there, but
nothing like that's really bad.
Yeah, nothing too bad.
And I think
I told you, spawn on C.
I know. I'm sorry.
You just keep forgetting?
Yes, I do actually. But basically throughout this video, what we're gonna be covering is like past Battlefields and past Call of Duties that, you know, have been distributed, I guess you could say. So yeah. I'm basically more
and like, pros and cons.
Yeah, pros and cons basically, and what we think going into Battlefield 2042 or
and Call of Duty Vanguard.
Yeah. Oh, you know what I just found out today? That Halo's coming out like a month after Call of Duty Vanguard.
Yeah, I've never played. I've played Halo at a friend's house, but yeah, it's not much.
I wouldn't say Halo's my type of game.
Yeah, it's a little bit too slow for me.
Yeah, it's a little too slow paced.
What are you doing down there?
What? Me?
No, this dude is. There's like a squad of enemies just like down a staircase.
Alright. So I guess we should start off with I don't even know what to start off with. God. Because there's just been so many Call of Duty games, and there's been so many, I mean, not that many, actually.
Not as many Battlefield games, but yeah.
But there's been a lot of Call of Duty games. I guess we should talk about, like, the whole concept for Vanguard, because it's like a World War II game.
Yeah.
And I know you have an opinion on World War II games made by Sledgehammer.
Sledgehammer actually is like one of the only studios that actually listen to their community though.
Yeah, true.
Like, even after, Call of Duty World War II was like put as the worst Call of Duty game ever, they were still updating it and actually made it pretty decently good.
Yeah. It's also been like a few. Here and there's been like a few Battlefield games that are World War II and World War I. Like Battlefield 5, that was a World War I game.
No, that was World War II.
Oh, no, I got that mixed up. Never mind.
1
yeah, I got that mixed up with Battlefield 1. But yeah, I did kind of enjoy Battlefield 5. I wouldn't say it's the best Battlefield because Battlefield 3 is my all-time favorite, hands down. Yeah. But what would you say your favorite Call of Duty is?
My favorite Call of Duty, people are gonna be, or if people end up watching this video, they're gonna be like, Oh my god, your friend's such an idiot. But honestly, from the bottom of my heart, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019, one of my favorites. Like,
yeah.
I haven't followed the series for, like, in depth for a very long time. But I've always liked the more modern games, like, a lot better.
Yeah.
And, like, some of the, like, older time games. And don't get me wrong, the campaign for Call of Duty World War II is actually great. I think they did very well there, but it wasn't my favorite game to watch because the game that introduced me to Call of Duty was, well, technically it was Warzone, but if we're talking like more mainstream games, like ones that aren't like out of the actual like Call of Duty regular multiplayer games, the first game I ever played was Cold War, which is yes, a thing. But the thing is that, oh my god, that voice practice. The thing is about that is that, like, a lot of people say that it's a bad game, and to be honest, I see their points, but I think a lot of the time why some pro players, like, don't have fun in the games is because, well, you know, they're trying way too hard. The reason why, like, some of the people who are newer to the series, like, you know, like the games better is because they're new to it, right? They haven't played it for as long, and they're, you know, actually trying to have fun in the game.
Yeah.
Which is a big reason why people hate SBMM, because if you have one good game, you're going to be set up against, like, the most cracked out G Fuel snorting, Dorito eating, no sleep having, no lifers playing Call of Duty 52 hours a day, even though that's basically impossible. Well, it is impossible, but you know. But like, yeah.
I kind of feel like when Sledgehammer makes a game, sometimes it's just rushed. And well, sometimes...
The thing is that a lot of the time when Sledgehammer had made a game, it's because... The reason why is because it was actually a little bit rushed. Because the reason why Call of Duty World War II was so bad was because of the fact that they were actually planning on making another futuristic game, but, you know, the backlash from making a futuristic game clearly did not turn out good.
Yeah.
So they decided to shift it and start making another World War II game, and that's why it felt a little bit rushed.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, I was watching your video the other day. You were talking about how they took like a year, like basic, whatever would be 3 years to make a game, but they took like a year and a half or something.
Yes. Because of the fact that, you know, they were working on Modern Warfare 2 for like the sequel to Modern Warfare 2019. And then they had to, like, you know, they had to get them rolling quickly, so that's why I'm sure a lot of the, like, sounds will be recycled from Call of Duty World War II because of the fact, you know, they had to use a few pre-made assets because of the fact that they have a year and a half to make the game.
Yeah.
Instead of 3 years.
I think,
But overall, what I've seen from it already, because the multiplayer reveal trailer was actually pretty good. Like, the game looks pretty good for only having a year and a half to work on it.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I don't like to hate on games too much, because of the fact that I know how hard it is to code games. And, you know, when you got even 1,000 workers, you know, there's, for AAA games, you're still gonna have over 100,000 lines of code, you know, and then you have to look through all of those lines of code just to see a problem, if there's like a bug or something.
Yeah. But I think it was... Jesus Christ, holy explosions. But I think it was upsetting for a lot of people to find out that they were working on Modern Warfare 2, like the sequel to Modern Warfare 2019, and then like get replaced with a World War II game.
Well, the thing is that it wasn't fully finished. That's why they had to take that change. Because I was super excited to play Modern Warfare 2 instead of like a World War II game, and you know, didn't get that.
Yeah, that.
Because of the fact that it wasn't completely finished. But I'm happy they at least noticed it wasn't finished, so they decided to take the break. That they could polish it up a little bit, which I think is a good thing for them to do, because of the fact that, you know, they've had a lot of games where their games are not completely finished, and, you know, they had to go into the whole struggle of trying to do that.
Yeah, but I think, when it comes to Battlefield, I think they're better with, like, modern games, kind of like Call of Duty is.
You could say that. Like, Battlefield 1 was, again, one of the most popular games in, like, the Battlefield series.
But at the same time, I was watching this YouTuber, I forget his name, but he was talking about, like, all the backlash that it was getting because it was a World War I game, and, yeah. And
Honestly,
not many
people. It feels
people.
like people just try to, like, I get it. People hear this a lot, but it does sometimes feel like people are just trying to find every problem with the game imaginable. Like, honestly, it's just try to have fun, and maybe you won't, you know, be noticing all these problems, and,
Yeah.
you know, just totally crapping on the game, dude.
But I will admit, when it came to Battlefield 5, I was hyped for it. But then, like, when I played the game, I just felt like the graphics weren't the best. Like, they weren't, like, they were kind of, like, sloppy, like, more cartoonish.
Yeah, that, like,
At least when I played the campaign.
Too, like, yeah, I can see that. I haven't really seen the campaign for Battlefield 5. I've seen a few videos on, like, you know, explaining it, but I haven't really seen the actual campaign. What are you doing down there, bro? God dang, dude.
But personally, I'm getting Battlefield 2042 and then just gonna wait for Call of Duty Vanguard to go on sale.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do, because I'm probably not gonna, you know, pay for both games at full price because of that fact of, like, how, you know, it's just gonna be the exact same, or no, it's, well, Battlefield 2042 is actually a little bit more expensive than Call of Duty, but the thing is that I don't want to pay $160 or $170, $180 for, like, both of these games, and that's most because of the fact that, you know, both games could have a lot of problems or not be fun at times. And it could also, you know, be depending on how what I want to play. Like if I want to, more action-packed feel and like explosions everywhere and a lot of quick gunfights and spawn die repeat fest, then I'd probably play Call of Duty. But if I wanted a little bit of a slower, more tactical feel to it, I'd probably play Battlefield.
So kind of like more strategic.
Yeah,
in a way.
A little more team play, vehicles.
I feel like in Call of Duty, it's more about like the way that we play Battlefield multiplayer compared to Call of Duty multiplayer. They're two completely different things.
Exactly, dude. Because in this game, I feel like I'm playing in a completely different way than I would play otherwise.
Yeah, because in Call of Duty, I go for more like quick scopes or no scopes, whatever. But in this game, it's hard to do that because it's more strategic.
Like usually when I'm playing Call of Duty, I'm rushing in. I'm just trying to get kills and like doing my own thing. But in this game, I'm literally like I have a medic bag and defibrillators on my assault class, and I will run across an entire like hail of bullets going both ways just to help revive a friendly, like another player.
Yeah.
And like I don't know why, it's just.
And I feel like
I just feel like playing like that.
I feel like Battlefield is more like they have less games,
they have a more team-based focus, and they want their games to like last longer and stuff.
That also goes along with what I was just about to say. Like I feel like Battlefield takes more time with their games, so it has some type of like longevity.
Oh yeah, no, because they get like the same 3 years to make a game.
Yeah. They get the same amount of time that Call of Duty does.
Is like they are, while also focusing on working on updating the current game, they're also going to be they're also going to be coding everything for the new game.
Yeah.
At the same time.
Because like at the same time, people are going to be okay. So let's say this. People are going to, let's say Battlefield 2042 came out, and then in the 3 years, like there might be a lot of complaints, so they're going to be focusing on fixing that, but at the same time they have 3 years to make a another game for Battlefield, so multitasking is something they both do.
DICE has like a lot of developers, and I think for some of the games it is also a little harder because the fact that they were also making the Star Wars Battlefront games, along with the Battlefield games, which definitely it'll take up both sides of the it'll split up the developers a lot, or have developers working both, which puts a lot of stress on their developers.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, like they're both like the campaign. Let's talk about the campaign, and then we can talk more about the multiplayer.
I think that Battlefield doesn't really focus on their campaigns as much.
I mean, I wouldn't say that, because Battlefield 4 has the best campaign, actually.
Yeah, it has one of the best out of like the series.
Out of the series, of course.
Like in general, like Battlefield doesn't have the best lineup for campaigns.
Yeah.
In general, because and a lot of people find like the Call of Duty games to have like more memorable campaigns.
Yeah.
Or memorable. Sorry, I don't know why I don't speak well, but
I just think they put more time into like all the extra stuff compared to like the campaign. That's just my opinion.
No, personally, like there's no. I don't. If you, as long as you are trying to put out a quality game, I do not mind what you are spending your time on. Right? You can. If your campaign isn't good, I just won't play the campaign. I'll just play multiplayer. If the campaign is really good, I might, alongside playing the multiplayer and campaign, like I might even play the campaign multiple times.
Mm-hmm. I just think like, okay, so now like the maps, so for example this map, I feel like this map that shouldn't have like snipers or things because it's more indoors. But if Call of Duty put this in a game, like this type of map in a game, they would have like a shit ton of snipers.
Well, yeah, because the gameplay in Call of Duty is a lot quicker because of the fact that they're trying to. Well, that's the main point of the game. They're trying to make the gunfights quicker. That's why TTKs are usually pretty quick.
Who's gonna grind 24/7 to be a sniper in this game? In my opinion, because like they're just sitting there sniping the whole time. Compared to Call of Duty where you can play for hours and hours just quick scoping around the map. And you can make millions of dollars and get millions of subscribers, whatever.
Well, kind of. Like that's like a big thing because a lot of kids nowadays, like even me, and I'm assuming you too.
Yeah.
We want to be YouTubers because would you rather be spending your entire life at a 9-to-5 job sitting around and doing nothing? Like, really? It feels like you're doing nothing? Or would you rather,
Here's how I put it.
And entertain people.
Here's how I put it. I learned this from a video. This guy. He said, like, would you rather be the person talking, or would you rather be the person doing all the things that people talk about? Which is just kind of like, what, like, made me start YouTube when I heard that. Just
yeah, but like for me, a big thing that made me want to start was the fact that like, my love for video games and the fact that I could make a lot of money and friends off of just playing video games, like that really piqued my interest.
Yeah.
It made me think I should just do this,
Yeah, but now it's kind of more of a YouTube talk compared to Battlefield versus Call of Duty. But in conclusion, what would you say about the two of them?
I would say, honestly, like, this may make a lot of people say, like, oh, why did I even watch this video? But I would say, try and maybe get both, or just try what you would like better. Because it really depends on how you like to play games.
Yeah.
Or what mood you're in. For like, if you get both, you can decide on whether you want super high octane fast gameplay, or if you want a slower or more methodical game. Where every thing that you do has an actual effect on the game.
I see what you mean.
But if you choose, like, I would say try both games and see what you had more fun with. Because in the long run, the games usually feel quite similar. that is why I wanted to try this, like, try Battlefield 4 before I tried Battlefield 2042, before I played, so that I could get a feel on whether I would like it.
In my personal opinion, I would say the same thing, just, at the same time, you have 3 years to, I mean, depends on how long it takes for them to make a game, but you have 3 years, to decide which one you want
if you get Battlefield this year, they're always going to make another Call of Duty game every year.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. If you wanted to get both, you technically could.
Yeah. So I think that's where we're gonna end the video. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys are still here, please subscribe. And like the video, leave a comment if you want. The link to, if I can't get it in the description, I don't know why I can't get it in the description. Sometimes
my description just edited after, dude.
Yeah, but sometimes my description doesn't work. I don't know why. But if not, then his channel will be.
I'll just comment on the video.
It'll be on your screen right here. And thank you guys for watching. Yeah, it's been me.